crew here. Hey, it's a good day. We want to start off by saying congratulations, Houston Astros.
Yes.
Officially the champions of Major League Baseball in the world.
With no cheating.
Well, so far. Watch, there'll be a scandal in about 3 or 4 months.
At the end of the day, their bats was live, Philly bats was closed. The pitching was on, Philly's pitching was not. Alvarez, my man, you did your thing. You launched that ball. As soon as it was hit, I knew it was gone.
And I apologize to all those other fans, and being a fair weather fan of Astros because I live here. I didn't watch the game because I thought they were going to just force the Game 7.
Oh, that's that money thing we talked about.
I thought they were going to force Game 7, you know?
Hey, it's more money for Game 7.
I didn't watch it. I know there's a lot of other fair weather fans like me out there, and I hope this is a lesson to us all. Watch Game 6 because that would be a determining factor if there's the Game 7.
Yeah.
Chuck.
No, I was agreeing because I didn't watch it either. So.
But I did watch it. I'm going to tell you right now, through 6 innings, these teams shut each other down. They shut each other down
except
like
for Game 5.
Couple, yeah,
right?
Game 5.
Game 5.
They had a couple of hits. They had a couple of hits in there. But I'll tell you right, Altuve getting on third, Pena getting there, and I'll tell you, Alvarez stepped up to the plate. As soon as he hit that ball, pew, it was gone. I mean, you could tell it was gone. And from then on, it was just pitching.
Yeah.
And the Astros relievers came in and did their thing, right, Kevin?
Yeah, they did. They handled it. Overall, congratulations, Houston Astros, Dusty Baker, Jim Crane, and we got a big parade going tomorrow. So
show up and show out.
For those that don't have to work, cheers and enjoy.
There you go.
Right.
But for us that do have to work, I'm gonna cheers and enjoy anyway. But anyway, let's go to football.
Hey, we didn't really get a chance to recap because I know we all left early. Thursday, Philly. Man, I mean, it was a tale of 2 halves.
I
like what I saw from the Texans the first half,
Yeah.
but they didn't do anything that second half, and Philly ran away with it.
The word is,
Davis Mills turned out the ball. Just whatever they did in the first half, they stopped doing in the second half.
but that's been the whole season.
Right. Something about that second half is just.
What I heard on the rumor mill is like Davis Mills give you 2 quarters of great quarterback play, and then after that, it's like
He's a perfect backup.
yeah, he's the perfect backup.
He's a perfect backup.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with you. The quarterbacks they got on the roster, he gives them the best chance of winning. The problem is he gives them the best chance of winning.
the defense keeps up with the league.
Yeah.
It's the offense that can't keep up.
They can't keep up with nothing.
And it's like you said, after 2 quarters, the run game goes down, the offensive line goes down.
Well, actually, the run game goes better. The receiving, the passing, and everything. The passing game goes
down.
down.
But if that's the case, then keep running the ball.
So actually, answer this question. Offensive coordinator. I forgot his name, but should you? Yeah, we do. Should you tailor made your game for Davis Mills passing in the first half and then run, pass every now and play action second half?
No, you can't do that. You don't have enough star. You don't have enough star players.
Well, even if
You have no star players.
You have Brandon Cooks. That's it.
you
have no star players.
I disagree with that assessment. It doesn't matter who start. It's effective players. I mean, you don't need a star, but you do need an effective player.
Right.
And right now, they're still having some offensive line issues, which is why the running game is having a hard time toward the end of the game.
But I'm going to say this about Pierce, and this is the running game. This is the Texans running game with Pierce and Burkhead. Burkhead is that third down back you want out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I told Josh this Thursday night, that man, that old man like me, plays like he's a young man when he on third down. He catches that ball, he gets that first down, he does that.
Well, I mean,
but then his first down, Pierce back in. Second down, Pierce back in. Pierce gonna run. He's gonna get you some yards. But those plays, you have to have something else other than that. You understand what I'm saying? Well, how about Burkhead in on first down with a play action?
Well, you could just load up your backfield like the Patriots and the Ravens.
You can't load up now. It's halfway through the
What I'm
season.
saying is you can load up with your you can load up with your backfield. What I mean by running backs and people who can run. So like the Patriots, the Ravens, other teams that have a big backfield, like meaning multiple backs. So you can do the run game all game long.
Well, in case y'all haven't missed it, if you go back to some of our old shows, the Patriot man over here, we always had ex-Patriot running backs and ex-Patriot wide receivers, linebackers, defensive
Why do you think that
linemen,
we
blah,
always
blah,
call
whatever.
the Texans
the
Patriots South?
The Patriots South. The Texans don't do what the Patriots did. So loading up with running backs that don't play. You got running backs over there. They had 4 running backs last year. They ran on David. What's his name? The one they got. You ran on
and
him.
Mills. No, not Mills. Burkhead. Those were the only two that were effective.
And then this year he's not there. Pierce is running, and Foreman. Foreman was there not last year, year 4, but year before. But then when you had Johnson and Johnson back there with Foreman behind them, and the other Johnson,
Duke Johnson.
yeah, they didn't do nothing with him. And right now, the Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles, that game Thursday started out great. Texas scored up first.
Yeah.
Philly came back. Texas scored. Philly came back. Philly scored. Texans kicked the field goal. The usual shit we always get. As a fan of Houston, stop kicking freaking field goals.
Well, sometimes you have to take the points that are given you. All right?
Not at the end of the game. Not at the end of the game. Not at the end of the game. When the game, you can't do nothing but kick a field goal.
John, a lot of times people, it's easier to critique after the fact. And you say you settle for the field goal. I get it. A lot of people are upset about that. But then take a look at the alternative. If you go for it and miss, that's no points.
Last comment on this: the Texas offense in the fourth quarter is stagnant. It's nothing there.
It's because they're burnt out.
It's nothing there. It's nothing there. Now, my cousin said he gonna buy a Davis Mills jersey and he gonna wear it. Yes, you said it Thursday. I wish you'd have recorded that. Actually, you do got it on recording. Yes, you do. Outside, he said he gonna buy that Davis Mills jersey. I want to see him wear it.
Never ever said
But
that.
I'll have to look for that.
Is it too early to say if Texas start winning games, it's far-fetched from seeing them make it
dude, they can't even lose.
They're 1-4-1.
They are
Yeah.
they're 1-6-1. They can't even lose first round draft picks.
All I can say is that we don't want to waste too much time here.
Yeah.
We
All right,
just want to
let's
get a little
pass.
video. And one comment before we go into another topic that I would like to make. Surprising upset. Jets, although it probably shouldn't be that surprising, beating up Buffalo. Now, this is a division
didn't beat
rival.
up-
Jets were flying under the radar. They're not given the credit they deserve.
They deserve
this
credit.
now gives them credit.
So they are bona fide. They are bona fide, just like the New York Giants.
When you beat Buffalo,
They are bona fide.
You can't say bona fide. Any given Sunday, sir.
They are bona fide.
okay, I'm gonna say this one gives them a little bit more credit to their record. Okay, so the fact that Buffalo came in and they got them.
They got
need
'em.
that. That means it's now a race for the the AFC East.
And the Buffalo is 6-2 with that loss. The Jets are 6-3 with that win.
Yep.
They are bona fide, Chuck. I'm sorry. They beat up on some people that who's supposed to whoop them.
And
I'm
honestly,
sorry. They are bona fide.
There's still a whole half of football to play. They still have to face them off in Buffalo.
Yep.
But I will say this here. So when we say we're going to come back to y'all later on, I'm going to tell you right now. Here's what I'm going to say. Buffalo wins the division. The Jets are going to the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't know yet because the Jets might just beat Buffalo out.
That's true.
They still go to the playoffs.
Still too early to say.
But they,
So,
okay, it's a difference of whether they have to take the division. Because if they get the sweep, then they're going to have the leg
Yeah,
up.
that's
but
right.
anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. There's obviously a lot of other games we're going to want to cover. Plus, this Thursday, we're going to sit down and we're going to revamp our picks that we did at the beginning of the season.
Yes, we are.
I may even pull that video out just so that we have the video that we picked. And then
when
our
Chuck said
commentary.
when Chuck said the Texans was gonna take the AFC South, I'd like to see him
We can
get out of
still
that.
win. We can still win and go Texas, baby. Let's go.
And on another note, okay, so I was talking to the guy that I buy the tickets from.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously we're out of the contention for the Cleveland game, primarily because
we're bound.
everybody is buying them, so that means the stock price of the tickets are above market value. So if you're buying tickets for the Cleveland game, you're probably paying a marked up value.
And y'all see my face, right? Because like last year, they were giving them away. They have a worse record than last year, and not everybody want to go to the game.
It's because of the Deshaun Watson thing. Trust me, there's no other reason. Now,
for that game only.
Taking a look at some of the other games that are coming up, the only other game that might have competition as far as where my provider might want to go with someone else because he could mark up the price, will be the Kansas City game. Otherwise, we have the Commanders that are probably over Thanksgiving weekend, and at the end of the season, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'll take Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Well, I mean, at this point, do we take whatever's available? Because if
I'm not taking
the
Thanksgiving.
Commanders,
Thanksgiving weekend, it's family time, dude. I'm sorry.
all right. Well,
We ain't allowed.
if you
I'm
guys
not
don't
allowed.
wanna-
I'm not. My mom will not let me go. Okay, I'm just telling y'all.
I'm not Commanders jersey. I like the new color they got. They got that maroon kind of
With the Cobra symbol.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You might as well give him a
Anyway,
Chief jersey.
So I don't know. If they're not going with me, if anybody wants to go to the Commanders, if I can get the tickets, we got 4 tickets. You know, I'm going to take 1 or 2.
I'll probably do
If I can't get rid of them or sell them, let me know. You'll be next in line.
Hey, as long as Kendall and Chuck don't go, I'm in.
What about your mom not letting you go?
She gonna have to be mad.
You know this is recorded, right?
Oh yeah, she ain't gonna see it.
Oh,
But anyway, San Francisco, where we staying?
San Francisco's on bye week this week. They taking a rest off. They need to recoup some things. Right now they're 4-4 in standing. They're not doing too bad, but they're not doing too great. But from where they are, we still got a lot of time to make some.
They did great with the McCaffrey acquiring McCaffrey because man, that offense.
That first game though, they were kind of worried about it. Everyone was
Fire.
with that.
That whole division right now is stuck in limbo.
And
It's literally that whole division is stuck in limbo. Seattle. Geno Smith.
They're hot.
I wrote
Yeah.
Geno Smith off when he was a Jet.
Yep.
He becomes a Seattle Seahawk, and look at Geno Smith fly like a bird.
And this is where I always ask the question: are we seeing him rise to the challenge, or is it the offensive coordinator finally understands how to utilize it?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say both.
I will say-
He's in a
First time
position
I'll
right.
agree
I'm
with you.
gonna say this. He's in a position right now to where they on the same page and he's doing his thing. And this kid is out there actually like 8 years in, I think.
Right. So this is what I think. With Geno Smith, if y'all remember his earlier years, he was indecisive. He was making bad decisions.
Yeah.
He was
And
holding
now
on
he's
ball too long.
decisive.
I think with all that experience he has, and he knows that he doesn't probably have another shot after this. This is all the culmination of all that.
What they call it? This is my moment.
Right, this is a moment because of his experience.
Right.
So-
Now he has, because he's older than most of the quarterbacks in the league. So now he has the experience and he can see the defense.
No,
now. So
no
now
longer
he's
a
better
freshman
player.
and sophomore.
And
He's
no
now
longer-
a junior.
Exactly.
There you go.
And my cousin Chuck said this. He said, Seattle do it better with Geno than they did
Yeah,
with
they were
Russell.
better because okay, the prime example I have is Green Bay. Because they renewed Aaron Rodgers, look how bad that team is
They have
suffering.
no other talent.
They don't have
They
any
lost
other
Devontae
talent.
Adams, and now he doesn't
They
have
got-
anybody
Because
to
the team
throw to.
can't afford it. So now
They got a
look at
bunch of
Geno.
rookies out there.
So the same thing before even Aaron Rodgers got to the Green Bay Packers to that point, you could see Seattle. Legion of Boom was the first thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the wide receivers,
Yep.
running backs. Like,
Yeah.
come on. The offensive line.
So
like, come on.
when we come to these general managers and these coaches trying to keep these teams together, when you had the Legion of Boom, Seattle, you won a championship. Nobody left when you lost. They left after you lost.
Right, because
So why?
Well,
because
you can't keep
you
the
can't
money.
keep the
because
money.
well,
Yeah, they can't-
They
can't
left
keep paying them
because
out.
of why they in the documentary they left because of what they did to Marshawn Lynch. Remember, all they had to do was run the ball. The Patriots lost.
And Patriots lost. So with that
And
being
remember-
said, is that all these teams right now?
Well-
in this cap strap industry right now.
Yeah, that's what they do because I'm going back to the Seattle for instance. If they had ran the ball, they had to pay Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Seattle didn't want to do that, so they threw it.
And
So
lost.
now, so now look at if you look at Green Bay. Green Bay wouldn't have lost if they kept going to Devontae Adams in that playoff game.
Yeah.
They went to other people.
All right. So
See, that's why they didn't have to pay him this year. That's why he won.
But
Definitely
with that being
an-
said,
definitely an
but when
interesting perspective.
You look
I don't know.
at you look at these quarterback contracts. I'm sorry, all over the NFL. The quarterbacks are the highest paid
Yep.
player on the team.
Yeah.
But if nobody, you ain't got nobody like Aaron Rodgers. You ain't got nobody to catch the ball. You wasting money.
Yep.
You're wasting money if you ain't got nobody to catch that ball.
But that's the NFL quarterbacks are now what the NBA players are to the NBA. You're dictating what I'm paying for a quarterback when before it wasn't like that.
Before it was spread around almost evenly.
I had to because I can't give you 100. I can't give you 500 million, and I can give these other players 2,
Well-
3 million. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm gonna go to the skill player. I said, Josh, you can elaborate on this one. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I know it's gonna upset you. Troy Aikman was paid. Michael Irvin was paid.
Within reason.
Hold up. Emmitt Smith was paid.
Within reason.
That's
Yeah.
3 skill sets.
Within
The line
reason.
was paid. The
Within
defensive
reason.
line was paid. The defensive back was paid.
You're also talking
That's how
different-
they got those
that-
three
that-
preemptions.
Well, that was also prior to the free agency that
Right.
you're having now.
But so you have to look at the Cowboys.
Once the free agency hit the NFL, which was after the 90s.
Yeah,
so
after the
they-
90s.
they-
But you have to look at the 90s. If you look at the Cowboys team, we use the Cowboys is a prime example. One thing I can never say bad about Cowboys is the offensive line has always
yeah.
been number
Always
one.
paid.
All of
You
them.
know why? Because each one of them don't make less than $10 million. That's why they have the number one. That's
The
why
Patriots line also.
No, the Patriots don't pay players. They don't.
Yeah,
But they paid their line.
No, they didn't.
Remember, you said Tom Brady had the best line. That's why he had.
Because
they
I
could
had to
piece
keep
together.
Tom Brady upright.
And so you can't say they don't pay the line.
Right, but we're talking about within a couple of, let's say within the 20 years he was there. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys entirety. They always had an
Offensive
offensive
line,
line.
yeah. So it doesn't matter who backed their
I mean,
quarterback. They had a line.
Let's not forget they were finding, diamonds in the rough like Tyrone Smith,
Right.
Yeah.
like almost consistently.
Right.
And
But you look at you. I'm sorry. I have to say this about the Dallas Cowboys.
actually, Tyrone was
I am not a
Yeah,
Dallas
he's
Cowboy fan, but I will say this here: the Dallas Cowboys tend to find the best defensive ends in the diamond in the rough. Mika Parsons.
Yeah, DeMarcus Ware.
DeMarcus Ware. They find
Very,
people that like,
Lawrence.
he's a top draft coming out of college, and they get them and they pair him up with somebody on the other side, and it's a two-front prong,
Yep.
and it kills
They
everybody.
can acquire talent. They just don't know what to do with it.
Okay.
So is that a
That's
GM?
That's the best GM.
Organization.
So it's
No,
an
that's the
ownership?
best GM, worst coach.
I will say this about the Cowboys. I'm
Anyway.
done with the Cowboys. They like right now they have the best talent on a team in the whole NFL.
on the defensive side.
on the defense and offense.
Oh, wow.
They do, but
Chuck saying
they
that,
don't know what
that's
to
a
do with
miracle.
that.
All right.
They don't.
Controversy accepted. Comment below. Thanks for joining us for this rant. We need to wrap it up. We're gonna go watch some more sports. And
We're gonna get y'all some more content before the end of the night.
Thursday night we're gonna get together and watch the Thursday game and also pick our new
Pick our
division
picks.
leaders.
Division leaders. Yeah.
For shits and giggles, guys. Sunday Night Football, Tennessee or Kansas City?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I hate Kansas City.
I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan. Tennessee.
On that-
Derrick Henry, do your thing, baby.
On that, we out.
He's out.
You got yours on?
Yes, sir.
Damn, James took
We're gonna do a test.
How the fuck James get up there? Man, that motherfucker.
Because he cheats.
Lucky ass bastard.